Hey, what's up guys? Today the project is one of these. Before we get started in this video, I wanted to thank you all so much for supporting the AROSSWELDING channel. We have officially made it to 100,000 subscribers. We couldn't have done it without you guys. Kayla and I are super humbled and thankful for all of you who have supported the AROSSWELDING channel, or us in general, Kayla and I, whether it's purchasing something through the AROSSWELDING store, the Industrial Tradition store, whatever that may be. Just watching our videos helps. We are humbled and thankful, and we pray that you have a prosperous year this new year. So thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. As far as this building goes that we're fixing to start in on, this is the first building I've ever built of this size. You know, I've helped guys in the past. I've been very fortunate to have good mentors for not ever working for somebody. I've worked days here and there helping a guy build barns, but I've never built one from start to finish. But I've been very fortunate to have advice given to me from several different guys, and if any of you are watching, you know who you are, and I just thank you so much for any of the advice or pointers that anybody has given me when it comes to starting a building of this structure, because it's kind of a, you know, a big step for me. You know, I'm not used to having guys. I'm not gonna know until I do it. That's why I decided to take on this project. But when you're used to working by yourself, or maybe having one guy helping you, just having a third guy changes the whole production scene, much less a couple of guys helping you. So I mean, I'm excited about it, but it's definitely I know it's going to be a learning curve. So I'm going to bring you guys along so you can learn with me. This is a 50 by 100. We're putting another one right up next to it. Pad's already here. I've got my second cousin here helping me, Jesse. He's over there unwrapping some parts. This is a Indaco kit, weld up kit. So it's 50 by 100. The rafters come in 20, or trusses come in 25 foot lengths. Obviously weld them together, and then they got 4-inch square and then some 3-inch purlin, and then all the tin here, and then all the screws and plates and everything else we need back here. So that's what we're doing. We're waiting on a couple more guys. Sounds like they might be pulling up the drive now. Parker, some of you know Parker if you've seen some of the other videos, and then another guy, Jared, he's coming to help us get this thing started. So we'll have a lot of prep work first. we've got to, like I said, cap, or I haven't said this yet, but we've got to cap pretty much all of these 4-inch posts, because these rafters are made just to sit right on top. So we've got to cap all those, pre-cut them, or cut them to length because they're not pre-cut, and then we can start standing. Once we get them cut to length, we can start standing them up on this pad. There are plates already embedded into the concrete that these will weld to. Let's get started. So the first thing we did was started capping all these posts. It's Jared putting the caps on, Parker cutting them to length. Jared using 1/8 60-10 to cap the post. And after they got started, me and Jesse come over here and cleaned off these plates and went ahead and laid out everything. We started from one end and laid out where the posts were going to go. That way they were the same from each end of the pad. And then once we got done cleaning all these plates and laying everything out, we went back and started helping Jared and Parker finish these things up. This is the progress. We got 2 rafters done, sitting over yonder, other side of the tractor. And then now we got these up on the pad. We're putting them together down here. And we just got back from lunch. Got Jared helping us today. And Parker. Y'all have met Parker. And then my cousin Jesse over here. So anyway, that's the status. We're just moving right along. Hopefully we can get all these rafters done, surely, in a couple of hours, whatever we got left. That's what I'm hoping. like I said earlier, on the post that we finished up before we started on these trusses, we used 60-10 to weld the caps on, but on these trusses we used 70-18, and I just spaced a 3-inch weld out evenly. I don't remember the space in between, but roughly a foot, you know, in between each little weld here, and then I've done the opposite on the other side. Well, there you have it. We got all of our columns capped and all of our trusses put together. I felt good about the progress, this being our first building of this size and me not used to having help. I don't know, I felt like it went pretty decent. So my advice for this week is a very cliche piece of advice, but does not get old. Can't say it enough. My grandpa told me all the time growing up, measure twice, cut once. It might even be beneficial to measure a third time before you go any further. Thank you all for watching this video. Thank you all for all the support. And remember, as my Papa Ross used to tell me every Sunday, he said, learn something every day. So now that's what I say at the end of every one of my videos is learn something every day. It'll never get old if you learn something every day. Make it a point, learn something. Thank you all for watching. We'll see y'all next Friday.